Oh, I did it this time. I muted this time. Here we go. Welcome, everybody, to the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And, folks, as always,
it's all good, baby. It was all a dream.
We used to read Blood Horse Magazine. I got my Cuban links on.
Yes, Cuban B.
And I'm your host, Chase Sessoms, the Wolf of Oaklawn.
I'd rather be trapped as than lazy. Don't care what they say, I'ma do what pays me.
It happens every year about this time. Weaklings act like they lost their mind. Alphas reclaim the neighborhood. Rob the sheep and all the wolves get good.
Yes. Welcome to the show. Joining me, as always, you might know him as the Michelangelo of the crying Michael Jordan. He's your favorite capper's favorite capper. Ladies and gentlemen, Barry the Sniper Spears.
You know how we do. Rockefeller. Forever. You catch me skating through your town, putting it down. Y'all relating, no waiting. I'll make your block infrared hot. I'm like Satan.
Barry, what's good?
Not much. What's going on, my brother?
Not a whole lot. I mean, we had a exciting weekend of racing. We had preps all over the place. You got any takes on your Robert B. Lewis or your Withers or your Holy Bull winners?
They did what they were supposed to do, right? I guess you have to put maybe a little downer on our boy Ferocious. Maybe he's just not cut out for the two-turn thing.
Right. No, I could kind of see that. It was, I don't know. My main takeaway was that the Robert B. Lewis itself was just a goddamn travesty with like 5 horses that every horse is getting Derby points for. It is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's been that way for a while out in California, especially with the Derby preps. There's not many horses that are in it, and the ones that are Bob Baffert's, so it's a little difficult read when those horses come out east or go anywhere other than California. Really, you really don't know how they stack up. I mean, you just have to assume they're pretty good because they're in the Baffert barn. They've basically made it through his program to this point, so you have to assume that they're pretty decent in that regard. But how they stack up against everybody else, it's hard to tell.
Anytime someone says the program, I immediately think of the 1990s football movie. That's exactly what I was going to say. Yes. Set up our topic. There we go. Barry, are you seeing me? Am I back? Okay. It's Monday, so it can only mean one thing. It's Mahoning Valley Pick 3 time. We're celebrating the 15% takeout. Mahoning Valley Pick 3, and Barry and I have our best Pick 3 bets on the card. Post time for this card at Mahoning Valley, 12:15 Eastern, 11:15 God's time, 9:15 a.m. Pacific time, out on the Pacific Coast. And Barry, let's go ahead. Let's dig into these past performances here. We are in the same races, but I'm going to go ahead and let you lead off here. What do you got?
Yeah, we're going to go with the pick 3 in races 5, 6, and 7. Race 5 is a claimer, $5,000. Non-winners have won since August 3rd, which is interesting because you get these kind of horses from all over the place, different tracks, different directions. But we're going to use 4 horses in this race. We're going to use the 1 at 15-1, loudest speed. I think there's a situation where this horse can get away on the front end. I'm not really too sure if Bobby's Gift or Sight Unseen really want the lead. I think loudest speed will need the lead. And we're going to throw that one on our ticket. We're also going to use the 6, Cozando, who will probably get a better trip than last time. Was kind of wide. And I think they're going to try to force the issue here and get a little bit more forwardly placed. Same thing for the 7, Digital Footprint, who we're using, and the 9, Gold Buckle, for the same reasons. A lot of these horses look a lot alike on paper, and most likely we'll run to it, except we got some prices mixed in there. So we're going to use the 1, 6, 7, and 9 in race 5.
All right, well, let's take a look at race 6, $4,000 non-winners of 2. I'm not here to read your fucking conditions. Going 6 furlongs. What are you thinking in race 6?
Um, Race 6 is kind of a more straightforward race. We're going to use 3 horses in here because I'm not really too keen on the morning line favorite. Who I did include is the 7 Snell Flicka. This horse is a speedball, but just it's kind of faint of heart. Gets into a situation where this horse kind of has a pace advantage, but I'm not real confident that this horse can close it out. 6 to 5 on the morning line seems a bit short. I don't think this horse will be that price. Might be a little bit higher, but we're going to use the 7 Snell Flicka, the favorite. We're going to use Jen's Battle, the 6, who I think probably just needs a better trip and a little bit more resolve early in the race. Hopefully Vega can get this horse involved early. And then we're also going to use the 2 Big Java, who has some races back last year and early in 2024 that would actually win this race. I think drops into the appropriate spot here. So we're going to use the 2, 6, and 7 in the 6th race.
And how are we finishing it off in race 7, $5,000 winners or non-winners of 2 lifetime, going 8 furlongs? What are we thinking?
We're going to single the 4 Epic Night.
Yes, I'm singing. I want to mingle.
You want to mingle?
Yeah.
Yes. We want to mingle with this single horse, Epic Night. The November 4th, 2024 race wins this race hands down. And that was at a way better class level than this. If you map out this horse's races since that point, December 9th, clearly over his head and didn't get any kind of momentum going. I'm gathering this horse did not like the sloppy track that day. Then goes the Turfway. Even though these are similar sort of races, the class level was way higher, and this horse just did no running on the synthetic. And getting back to this level today, it just seems very, very logical, and we're going to single Epic Night for the W, sir.
Well, we are in the same races, and I've got to pick 3 for you. But also, I need to get a word in from our good friends at Iron Bets because the Notorious OTB has partnered up with the new premier horse racing ADW, Iron Bets. While most ADWs are shuttering their rewards programs, Iron Bets is going strong because they are the ADW built by horse players for horse players. Sign up and get a deposit match of up to $300, plus take advantage of Iron Bet's daily promos. Listen, today, if you bet $250 in daily doubles, they're going to give you a $20 free bet. So make sure to check out their daily promos page every day. Watch and wager on the best racing action at Iron Bets. Download the Iron Bets app and use promo code NOTB so they know that we sent you. That's Iron Bets in your app store, promo code NOTB. And don't forget to give the app a 5-star review in the app store. All right, so I kick it off in race 5 also. 1 mile, 70 yard, $5,000 claimer, non-winners of 1. Barry talked about it. I kicked my pick 3 off in race 5 because I thought I had 3 strong chances of beating the top 2 choices on the morning line. There's an extreme pace scenario at play here, so I'll be using the horse that fits that pace scenario as my top selection, and then backing it up with 2 mid-pack horses in case my speed on the front doesn't get it done. My top pick here that I'm using is the 2 Bobby's Gift at 7-2. Bobby's Gift has a great shot at wiring this field, I think. I've mentioned extreme pace scenario. Well, the scenario that's so extreme is that Bobby's Gift looks like the lone early speed who should be controlling this pace on the front end. And the last time this horse got a slow pace going 1 mile and 70 yards at Mahoning Valley, Bobby's Gift wired the field. He's been tough against similar going the same distance as today. Given the pace setup, I think this is the winner. And then I also use the 6, like Barry, Cozondo, one of the mid-pack horses that I like in case Bobby's Gift falters on the front and might just need a fast track. And then I also use the 9, Gold Buckle at 15-1. The other mid-pack horse I like, another one that just might need a fast track. If you draw a line through the last 2 on a wet track, you have a competitor here at a price. So I think we'll both be cheering on Gold Buckle in the 5th. In race 6, this is another extreme pace scenario, which should play even stronger at the short distance. There's one horse I anticipate being on the lead, and that makes it a must add to the ticket. That extreme pace scenario is going to give me my top pick here. And once again, I'm backing up with mid-pack horses in case my pace play can't hold. So my top pick is the 4 Sweet Belen or Bellin at 6-1. Sweet Bellin caught way too hot of a pace last out at 5.5 furlongs with the opening quarter going sub 22 seconds, which is flying for Mahoning Valley. I think if Sweet Bellin is indeed alone on the front, then these fractions will be much more manageable. And it gives me the second race in a row where I have a non-favorite horse that has a chance to steal this thing on the front. I only anticipate the pricing floating up higher because we got nondescript connections with a trainer that's over at the meet so far. But she hits at 16% together with heavy on Toledo. Then I'm also using the 2 Big Java. If this pace surprises and gets hotter because the chalk decides to press the low and early speed, then having a horse like number 2 Big Java or my other selection, the 6 Jen's Battle at 4-1 make a lot of sense as horses that could score from off the pace. And then this is where two roads in the snowy wood did diverge here, Barry, because we're in the same races, but we don't end it the same way. Race 7, I think this might end up being a bit of a chaos race because there are no horses here that definitively want the lead. By way of time form pace figures, I have low and early speed, but when I compare those with the horses running lines, I see a horse that doesn't want to be on the front. So instead, I'm using 2 horses I thought were simply the strongest in the field. The first one's going to be Tora Factor, number 1 at 9-2. If things shake out like I think they will, then this horse will be saving ground and only 2.5 lengths off the pace. And this one seems to have transitioned well from Presque Isle Downs from that meet to Mahoning Valley. And he's hit the exacta 2 times in 2 starts. Gets a little drop in class today and throws on the blinks to boot. Sometimes the answer to the question is what's different today. And this one, we got the blinks. And then I used the 7 LT's Jack in the Box at 6-1. This one's going to come from way off the pace. Once again, if it shakes out the way I'm projecting, I mean, the good horse to have. It just missed going the same distance last out and took a big step forward. If this one could take another step forward, I wouldn't discount its chances to close into this pace, even if it is slow early. So Barry, what the hell happened in race 7? How are we so different?
I don't know. Usually where I stand in races like this is when there's no speed, closers don't do it. But again, if the pace gets hot, obviously the closers are where it's at. So it just all depends on the pace scenario, my friend.
That's true. That's true. Well, Barry, let's recap some picks here. Since you let it off, I'll let you go ahead and go first.
All right. In race 5, I have the 1, 6, 7, and 9. Race 6, the 2, 6, and 7. Race 7, we're going to go with the single of the 4. And then you will proceed to cash your ticket because this, I think, is a winner. But I always think it's a winner.
Well, we have different horses in the last leg, so I respectfully disagree. Just kidding. I always want Barry to win. There we go. Got to get the shot in. All right. Here's my pick 3. Also,
one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
$1. Play it for $1. Go with the
Play
$24. Yes, please. Get all the money you can.
I agree with you. I say play mine for $1 also. And here is my pick 3 that starts in race 5. Race 5, we're going with the 2, 6, 9. Race 6, the 2, 4, 6. And race 7, Barry and I are head to head because I've got the 1 and 7 as opposed to his single of the 4. So, Barry, you have any closing thoughts for the people?
Yeah, go stand in line.
Stand in line right now. Go ahead, get that money. That's going to do it for us here at the Notorious OTB. We'll be back tomorrow with our long shot picks for Tuesday at Parks. Don't forget to sign up for Iron Bets. Take advantage of that sign up deposit match as well as their daily promos. Barry, I want you to come up with just one, like, if you've ever come up with a way to say goodbye to people before, like, this is the top. What do you got?
Nothing.
Okay.
I got nothing.
I kind of put you on the spot, but I have something here.
Okay. We'll go with yours.
All right. Are you ready for this? Because I worked on this a lot. I wrote this out.
Okay.
Bye.